What is happening, people? Welcome back to the MMA Quiz Show. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit the subscribe button to get your fix of all MMA trivia and quizzes. Today's guest is Dylan Murphy, also known as the MMA Sidekick. You might have seen him on Instagram before, you might have seen him on YouTube doing podcasts with the likes of Meatball Molly or UFC's newest signing Shamrock. He specialises in the MMA scene of his home city, which is Liverpool. Let me know in the comments below who your favourite creators are and who you want to see come on to the MMA Quiz Show. I will reach out to them and we will try and get them on for an episode. As the current leaderboard stands, JD is top with a smashing 74 points that he set in the last episode. What a score that was. Dan is in there at second. Where will MMA Sidekick end up? Watch and find out.
Shut up and sit down.
MMA Sidekick, welcome to the MMA Quiz Show. What is the crack, my friend? Are you keeping well?
Yeah, I'm all good, mate. Yourself?
Yes, I'm all good. I'm looking forward to seeing how you get on here. Your real name is Dylan. It's not MMA Sidekick, so I'm going to refer to you as your real name and not your Instagram page.
That's cool, brother. That's cool. All I want to say is, playing for like top prize. I'm just playing for fun now. Your man last week absolutely killed it, by the way.
JD, that is what I was actually saying to Dylan before this. JD's score was that high that it's actually kind of annoying me because I've had loads of people texting now being like, oh, I'll come on, but I'll never beat that score. I'll never beat that score.
I just don't want to be bottom. That's the main thing. I just don't want to be bottom.
Class. Well, I'm hoping they have a good few episodes, so even if you are bottom after today, which I'm sure you won't be, even if you are, I'm sure there'll be ones that won't be able to beat your score. Looking forward to see how you get on here. I was just saying in the intro there as well, I'm a big fan of your page. The page is going really well. I'm loving the content you're pushing out there.
Cheers, brother. A bit of everything, innit? Bit of mix of everything.
That's it. Obviously, the Liverpool MMA scene is flying at the minute.
But I could talk about it all day, but I just want to say one thing. Yeah, Liverpool have got the best young fighters coming through right now, and it's scary the potential that they've all got. So that's all I want to say for now.
Give us one name people won't have heard of. One name coming through the ranks, maybe just turn pro at that stage of their career.
Okay, just turning pro coming out. Right, I want to give two names for the just turning pro. No, not turning pro, just coming through the amateurs. Shea Williams, yeah, for one. Shea Williams, very, very good. And Regan Bellamy, I always forget his middle name. But yeah, I'd say them two.
Are
really
they next gen?
60, Aspire. They're both from Aspire. Really good kids, right? And then there's another two kids that I'd like to mention. Connor Walsh and Curtis Campbell, the Pink Panther. Bro, these two names are just like, Curtis is someone who's, if you go on the UFC Fight Pass, he's you type in the name Curtis Campbell, he'll come up on the UFC Fight Pass because the UFC have got their eye on him already. He is seriously. I'm quite surprised he's not in the Contender Series this year. Another one in the Contender Series is Rack this year. You'll see him. He's good. Very good submission game. So, yeah, I'd say the level that's coming through, it's scary. There's so many names to name.
We'll kick off with round one for this episode, which is in the Fighter Focus category. Are you ready for it, Dylan?
I am, brother.
Sorry, it's in the National Pride, not the Fighter Focus. Name the 10 fighters from the USA with the highest UFC win streaks.
Ooh, okay. Can I ask a quick question on the criteria of this?
Yes.
So when you're saying from the US, does that have to be US born?
US born.
Okay. Because I was going to say, Marab could be put on there because he recently got his US citizenship. So
yeah. Do you know what? That's a fair question. We're gonna go US born.
US born. Okay. Starting off with probably the easiest one, I'll go for John Jones.
John Jones.
It's not active, is it? It's not active, is it?
No. Any fighters? There's some retired, some still fighting, some surprising ones that you maybe wouldn't think of. John Jones is top of the list with 13 wins, and it's funny because it would be a lot longer, but he of course had the no contest with DC in between, which skews the numbers. But he's still first up there. Yeah,
I'll go Demetrius Johnson.
I love it. Yes, Mighty Mouse is in there. Also, 13 wins, and 12 of them was title defences. Of course, they created a flyweight division for him. He defended the title 12 times. Crazy numbers.
I'll also go for Max the Blessed Holloway.
Max
in
the
there.
Blessed, yes.
Yeah.
13 wins, of course, getting another one just a few weeks ago against Dustin Poirier.
Still making himself relevant, isn't he, brother? You know,
yeah, big time.
He's still young in that lightweight division. I'm looking around, there's
a lot of damage,
good matches for him. There's good matches for him, though. You know, got Charles Oliveira, you got Paddy. You know, I say even Armin would be a good fight for him.
Yeah, great fight for him.
I'll go Tony Ferguson.
Tony Ferguson, 12 wins. This is mad, Tony Ferguson, and it's quite sad seeing him on this list because there's many a person would have started watching the sport before Tony went on the run that he did in a more negative way. But before that, he won 12 fights in a row, 4th highest on the list, and then went on to lose 8 in a row. How does that happen?
It's you know, when he's just moments away from, well, let me just tell you how far away he was. He was a cable cord away from a title shot with Khabib. Yeah. And, you know, we all know about that. But as I say, now he's fighting so poppy in Misfits. It just shows you how much your career can change in such a short space of time as well. You know, you're the top of the top, and now you're fighting YouTubers. And, you know, no disrespect to Tony. You know, he's one of the greats, but I just feel like he didn't reach that full potential. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Just peaked a little bit too early, maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So, I'm gonna go for the risk on it as well. Right. I'm pretty sure he was born in Chicago, but he represents Palestine. I'll go with Bilal Muhammad.
Bilal Muhammad, is that a correct answer? We'll get a bit of suspense
going. You do this, it never is.
It's not, unfortunately. No. Unfortunately, it's not.
No.
I will have to look at that one. And if you are right, if he technically is US born, do you know what? I'll check it on the spot. So Bilal Muhammad is US born, would have been on the list if he didn't have that eye poke at no contest with Leon Edwards. Of course, froze the data. Technically, it wasn't a win, so the win streak was ruined. So down to 1 life, Dylan. That was a good answer. That was a very, very good answer, and you're quite unlucky. You've hit the post with that one.
I'll go Chris Weidman.
Chris Weidman.
Don't go dun 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 dun. Oh.
Chris Weidman's there.
Oh.
Chris Weidman's there. 9 wins, a 9-fight win streak in the UFC. That's a great answer. You've got the top 5 in a row here. You're going well.
John.
Who?
No. Sorry, I had a fight in my head. Yeah, do you know what? No, to the rescue, no. I'll go Cowboy.
Cowboy. Is Cowboy on the list? He is coming in there with 8 wins. Donald Cowboy Cerrone.
There should be these people probably watching this screaming at me right now, going, "This guy, obviously, look."
It's so much harder when you're on the spot too, isn't it?
It is. You know, you'd think obviously normally you'd go Daniel Cormier, but I feel like Daniel Cormier had a bit of a career where he get a few wins in there, then slip a little bit, and get a few wins in there. Obviously, got the championship, but you know, there's a few old heads. I feel like
there's a few old heads, but I'm going to give you another clue. There is 2 fighters who are still fighting.
He's on a bit. So, what was? Can you tell me what Cowboy was on?
Cowboy was on 8. So, numbers wise, you've got
Mario Batista's on 9, isn't he?
Mario Batista. Is that a correct answer? It is. That's a brilliant answer. That's a really good answer. It says 8 on my list, but of course he picked up that win a few weeks ago, so it hasn't updated. So he will be higher up on the list. But yes, Mario Batista is in there. He's one of the active fighters I was on about. Great answer.
Right now, and there's still one more active fighter.
Doesn't mean he's on the active win streak, but he is an active fighter.
Yeah. There's so many. America's got the biggest.
Yeah.
I go. I don't want to. I've got I'll go with Gray Maynard, please.
Gray Maynard. Is that a correct answer? Great answer. Very good. Very good. Eight fight win streak in the UFC for Gray Maynard. Good answer, that one. Three
Okay,
left.
I'm trying to get to the one who's active still, though. That's the thing,
Yeah.
and I feel like he might be a trick one. Because there's a guy who I'm thinking of. It's a similar situation to the well one, to be honest with you. Because it's like, I personally think, I don't know actually. I don't know whether he's born in Nigeria or was he born in America. I'm thinking maybe Kamaru Usman. Right.
Kamaru Usman.
Fortunately
not. He was born in Nigeria. Now, 8 points for that round is very, very, very respectable. Really good score. I'm just going to write your numbers down as I go on here.
Can I ask a quick question?
Boy.
Was John Finch in there?
He was.
That was the guy, man. I was like, nah.
I heard you saying John earlier, and I was like, fuck.
When I said John, I said John.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, nah, do you know what? Because then it was like the fact that I was thinking, nah, John Finch didn't have a more of a win streak than Cowboy, but he clearly did.
He did. Well, he was on the same. John Fitch also 8 wins. And then the numbers go up to 9 wins with, this one's going to annoy you, Aljamain Sterling.
Nah, he's Jamaican born, man. Well, he would never have came to my mind, him.
Born United States.
Oh, I'll give it to you, brother. Fair play. Honestly.
New York.
I would never have thought about that. I would have thought he was Jamaican born, because he's another one. He represented Jamaica, in the early days of the UFC.
He did, yeah. He did. So, that's probably the criteria that's got you there, because Aljamain Sterling would have come into your head if you didn't write him off as not being US born.
Yeah.
No, but very, very respectable effort there. 8 points, they kick you off.
Done,
you must be happy with that.
I am. It's a lot better than I thought I was going to do.
Yeah, no, that's good. Now, I couldn't have you on without going a wee bit of Scouse flavouring for one of these questions. It's in the fighter focus round. Are you ready for it?
I am.
Name Paddy Pimplett's last 10 MMA opponents. So 7 of these, of course, are inside the UFC. Paddy Pimplett's nearly jumping on that there list of the win streaks there. He's on 7, but 7 of these inside the UFC, 3 inside Cage Warriors.
I'll be honest with you, Cage Warriors days are probably... I probably won't get them ones. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I'm not... I'm one of these guys where, we're from the UK. Like, me personally, I stay up and watch the UFC, so I've got to sleep during where Cage Warriors is, so I don't really watch it that much. I'm not going to lie. But I'll start off with Tony Ferguson.
Tony Ferguson,
yeah,
of course, is the correct answer.
Michael Chandler.
What a performance, by the way.
Oh yeah, showed his real levels in that fight, and I've got a video sort of building on, and it should be out hopefully within a few weeks, because it's got a bit of time to put into it. Mm-hmm. But how to beat Ilya, and Paddy has got the frame and stuff like that. Because what it is a lot with Ilya is it's his footwork, his back foot leads, and then when he back foot, and then what he does is his front foot does a big step. So if you were to use Paddy's calf kicks and leg kicks to stop that rhythm, he has that bit of a Muay Thai style as well. Yeah. As I say, I think Paddy's got a good chance of actually beating Ilya. He's one of the only fighters who I think, obviously his chin's a bit high, and if you get rocked, you're going to go to sleep. But, that's how the game goes.
I think his stature, and there was one saying that sort of Charles Oliveira has a similar build to Paddy, and Ilya made light work of him, but it's the fighting style as well as the stature. Is Paddy's able to use his range a lot better than what Charles Oliveira would in terms of the kicking game, and his range with kicking. He's very good at keeping that.
It's distance management. So it's like Charles closed the distance. Ilya said the best. Like, he closed the distance for me. All I have to do was boom, boom.
And he did.
Whereas Paddy, make it the most boring fight we've ever seen of our whole lives, brother. Make it the most boring fight we've ever seen. But as long
Yeah.
as you do what we need to be done, which is not just move backwards, move laterally so you don't get your back caught against the cage. Because that's what Ilya does. He gets you. Once you put your back into the cage, look what happened to Max. Look what happened to Volk. Mate, honestly, you need to move back and laterally. You need to move away from the cage as well.
Exactly.
But also move. You need to move right. I think it is away from his left hand. Because what his left hand does, it stops you, and once it stops you, it comes over the top.
Yeah. As a fight, I want to see, just before you give me any more answers, can I ask you, were you surprised at just how good he looked against Michael Chandler? I'm a big Paddy fan, obviously, Liverpool Football Club fan. So was Paddy when he signed for the UFC. I was like, this is our guy. I was surprised at how good he looked against Michael Chandler.
I thought it was going to be a war, bro. I'm not going to lie. That was it. It was at one point. I was saying after that, I was like, that's the worst Michael Chandler we've ever seen. He was the most unathletic Michael Chandler we've ever seen, and I was quite like, in a way, a little bit like recency bias, just straight off it. I was like, nah, he didn't look that good because I want Paddy to be the best.
Mm-hmm.
So I want his opponents to be the best. So I want him to be prepared for these big. I want him to be prepared the most for these top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't want him to coming in and going, left up, no stone unturned. But then when you look at it again, you go, no, he just shut everything down. Them leg kicks. And then whenever he tried to do anything, that big knee came through the middle. It was a game plan. And this is the thing. They've now, I love Meatball. We've done a podcast together, me and Molly. But now that Molly's gone, obviously Shemin that's coming through, but, they can get looked at. But now Paddy is the superstar. We work around him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like at one point it was like, we had Molly trying to work her jiu-jitsu a little bit. Paddy was trying to work his striking. Now we've got Paddy. We can make him a whole superstar. Do you know what I mean?
And the game planning,
he's not a superstar, but I mean, the final package.
The game planning coming out of his team as well. You could see it against Chandler especially. It's very, very good. You can tell they spend hours studying the tape and seeing exactly what works. And they knew against Chandler, keep him at range, use the kicking game, kind of similar to what we're saying might work against Ilya. Of course, Chandler's a different ball game, or Ilya's a different ball game than Chandler, but I think they could be able to come up with a plan that could work. Who has he beat? Last 10 MMA opponents.
So, we were just saying on there, and one of the names I'm going to say now, I thought it was going to be a bit hard for him. Bobby Green.
Yeah, weird one. We were talking about UFC 304 in Manchester. We were both at it. Not how I expect that fight to go. Bobby Green shot a takedown, and people says it was stupid, like low fight IQ. Paddy was piecing him up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Paddy was piecing him up.
Him, and then, as I say, I was expecting it to be the other way around. I was expecting Paddy to go for the takedown, and I said, Bobby Green's got really good takedown defense, so it's going to be hard night for Paddy. But it just turned out completely like we didn't compete the opposite to what we expected, really. Yeah.
Exactly.
So now, because we've done a bit of talking, I've got a little bit off track, but I'll go with Benjamini.
Benjamini, that is correct answer.
Yeah, I'll go for Benjamini.
Luigi Benjamini, of course, the UFC debut.
Yeah. What was that his debut? Or was that the hand sanitizer time?
That was his debut.
Yeah, it was really. Okay. So, and then you had oh my God, I've gone blank. Jordan Levitt. Yeah. Jordan Levitt.
That was a good old teabagging one, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then you had it's Jared Gordon.
Jared Gordon.
Yeah.
Did he win that fight?
No.
I don't think so.
He did make, but he didn't at all. But and first minute you see he gets injured and he fights the whole way through. Obviously, we all agree, we all thought he lost. But, all he showed is willingness to go through another 14 minutes of fighting, I say it. But it's all these little things that you've got to go over to get to where you want to be now.
Exactly. That's true.
And now I am a little bit stuck. Right.
You can pick the points and move on if there's no answers coming to your mind. The next four, If I was to do this question, I probably would have got as much as what you've got now, and then the next four are a bit tougher.
It's like I don't know. I forgot who he fought after Venjamini, and
He won by a rear naked choke.
do you know what, bro? I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna call it
That
there
is
because
sweet. Sweet.
I don't.
So after the debut against Vendramini, he fought Vargas.
Yeah, I would never,
Yeah.
ever got that.
Davide Martinez was his
Yeah.
last Cage Warriors fight. He won by rear naked choke again. Decky Dalton, of course, won via TKO and punches. Then his last defeat was against Soren Back.
Oh, do you know what? I knew about the back, but I thought it was I thought it was wins for a second, but I should have looked.
That was his last defeat, of course. He's on a 9-fight win streak. That was his last defeat. What did we get there? That was 6, 7? 6.
6 points. Yeah.
6 points. You're off to a good start. 14 points so far. That there was a tricky question. It was a difficult one because you're starting to pull names from Cage Warriors, which there's been no quizzes yet that was pulling names from outside the UFC. So next round, which is round 3, is in the stats and records category.
Yeah.
So name 10 fighters with the most finishes in UFC history. So there's 13 correct answers. There's 10 on the board.
Yeah.
There's a few fighters with the same totals just towards the bottom of the board.
I like the way you give me finishes and not like submissions and knockouts. You know what I mean? It's all the way around. So I'll go with Charles Oliveira, please.
Charles Oliveira. That's the standard first answer, of course. 20 finishes in the UFC for Charlie Olives.
So that's the thing. Go okay. I'll go Derek Lewis just to see if he's on the board and where he stands on the board.
Derek Lewis, of course, has the most knockouts. Does he have the most finishes? That is the question. Or is he in the top 10 the most finishes? He is indeed.
Nice. Okay, so that's where his stand is.
16 finishes for Derek Lewis.
Okay. I'm now at the point where I'm like, okay, let's I'll go Jim Miller.
Jim Miller. 19 finishes in the UFC. Of course, the most UFC fights as well for Jim fucking Miller.
No, who's a hard hitting boy, man. John Jones is a bit of a bingo, bit of a decision machine, really, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. People don't want to hear it, but
they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear the truth, Reese. It's like, not decisions, finishes. Come on, Dylan, get your head in the game, lad. Hey, why is this so hard? Now we get this.
Think legends. There's some legends on this, as in.
I want to say Chuck Liddell.
Chuck Liddell. The Iceman is not on the list. We're down to one. When I say legends, right? There's 2 answers here. They fought each other.
Yeah.
Recently, one's still fighting. One's retired.
Man, I am absolutely frazzled here. I can't take an L. I can't take it this early. Can't take it. It's like you start going through your head and you start thinking, oh, Francis Ngannou's and that, but then you're like, was he there long enough?
Fight.
That's it. Like, and then you start thinking, was Conor in there? And then that's when you start thinking, did he have enough fights?
Yeah.
Like, so it's got to be like someone who's got enough fights.
Think about the win streak question earlier. I think there's 2 fighters that was on that's on this.
It's not Cowboy, is it? It's not Cowboy. It's got to be. No, sorry. Oh, it is.
It is.
I was nearly saying, listen, stop, don't do that. Don't
16
do that.
finishes. As soon as I heard it there, I was using it as an answer as soon as I heard it.
And I'm thinking it's got to be either it's got to be either Max or it's got to be Demetrius. In my eyes, I don't even want to go.
You are right. You are right.
Max.
With one of them. Max Holloway. Correct answer. That there is the one I was on about. One's fighting, one's still retired. Think.
Yeah, Dustin Poirier then.
Yeah. Dustin Poirier,
Oh,
of course, in
my
there as
guy,
well.
you know, he just give me a little alley-oop layup, mate.
A little layup. And I do that for everyone. People, if this is your first time watching this and you're thinking, oh, he's given too many clues. This quiz is fucking hard, man. You need clues in it. Oh, 6 answers, 1 life left. So there's 4 answers remaining.
I'll go Anderson Silva. He's got to be on
Anderson
there.
Silva.
Surely got to be on there.
Anderson Silva is on there. Good answer. 14 finishes in the UFC.
See, I'm thinking heavyweights, but then like there's a lot of heavyweights that didn't have a lot of fights.
Yeah.
Like, but there's one fighter who did have a lot of fights, and is a bit of a pioneer in the heavyweight division. I'll go with Frank Mir.
Fucking great answer, mate. Great answer. As soon as you started mentioning heavyweights there, I was hoping you were going to sway towards that. Really good answer.
Okay. Still, is there many more heavyweights on the list?
No.
No heavyweights left on the list.
No. There's a light heavyweight. That might throw you because it's not an obvious answer, to be honest.
I'm trying to think, like, what are you more likely to get, a knockout or a submission? Yeah. I'm just going through like each division and thinking like who's like a finisher in each division. Like do you know like you got like you got like Neil Magny who just love decisions. Yeah. Who loves finishes. Neil Magny fought recently. Did Neil Magny fight Luque recently?
He did.
I'll go Luque.
1 life remaining. Yes, mate. Yes, mate. What went through your head there to pull Vicente Luque out? That was a great answer.
I don't know, you know, like I was just like yeah, then I was thinking, see, you know, he's like a decision merchant, but I know like at the moment he's losing by like he's getting finished. And I was thinking, Luque, he in his earlier days he was sick, and then that's why like a lot of these UFC fighters they go to Luque to go and learn because
exactly.
Is it Randy Couture?
Randy Couture. I'm afraid not. 9 points. It was so close to double points there. I really wanted you to get that.
Yeah.
Here, but you know what?
Randy, as soon as he heard the finger, I went.
Aye, I know. Very, very good there. The light heavyweight I was on about was Glover Teixeira. Would also have been. Would also have been a good answer. No, I wouldn't have got it either. But again, it's that old longevity one, isn't it? Of course, he won the title when he was 42 odd, so it shows how long he was in the game. So we're going well so far. We've got 23 points. 23 points so far. Very, very good. Round 4 is in the champions and divisions category. And the question is, name 10 undisputed UFC champions since 2006. So it's the last 10 UFC heavyweight champions.
Okay. Straight away, hopefully you let me give him to Tom Aspinall.
Oh yeah.
John Jones.
John Jones.
Stipe Miocic. DC. Daniel Cormier. Cain Velasquez. Okay, so we've got Frank Mir. No.
Frank Mir falls just outside. So this goes from the person that's first in this list, so the latest champion.
Yeah.
Not the latest, the champion that's furthest away from 2025 was 2007.
Okay, Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar is in there, won the title in 2008.
And who did Brock win the title off? Let's try and bring it a bit closer to where we were. Kane lost his title to was it Dos Santos?
Junior Dos Santos.
Yeah.
Is it? Yes,
It is. It is.
Always
It
like to
is.
fuck with you and do the odd countdown.
I
one, you
know,
know.
man. I know. When as soon as you do that, I was like, it's over. And then who did the Santos?
I'll give you a clue for the first one. You mentioned his name not long ago at all.
Randy.
Randy
I was thinking it
Couture.
was Randy Couture.
It's Randy Couture. 2 left. Double points
Um,
is definitely doable here.
Right. So it is doable because who did and who was a bad man? Francis Ngannou was a bad
Yes,
man.
lad. The baddest man on the planet, Francis Ngannou. One left. One left. One left. Who did JDS, Junior Dos Santos, lose his title to?
And who did Stipe beat?
And who did Stipe beat?
He's not already on the board, is he?
No. Might be from the same nation as the man he took the title off.
So Brazilian. Not Big Nog. No. A Brazilian heavyweight. The only one I can think of is Nogueira.
Is that your final answer?
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, do you know what, bro? The only one I can think of. I'm gonna go with Nogueira.
Fortunately not.
Yeah.
Fabricio Verdum.
Yeah, bro. I know. I should have got that.
It's funny how your mind goes blank, isn't it?
Yeah, and then it's like, and you start like, and then I don't know, like when I think of Brazilian heavyweights, literally Big Nog,
yeah, I know. Very, very good effort again. 9 points. You've been quite unlucky. You get 8 here in the first one, and you get 9 in two rounds.
Yeah.
You've been unlucky here. They not scored much higher, but you're still on for a very, very good score. The last round, the fifth and final round, as I always say, my favourite round, the wild card round. This is an interesting one. This is a quirky wee question. This took a lot of fact checking. This one. Name 10 fighters who have won the Ultimate Fighter and then fought for a UFC title, and interim titles do count.
Okay. I do like this one. And especially if you've been watching the Ultimate Fighter, you should really like it a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'll go. Well, saying that, I actually did stop watching after about 4 episodes. So you know. But yeah, I'll
it's
go.
Shit these days, isn't it?
It is, mate. It's just not. You haven't got that like personality about it. It's like the same. We'll go and do a shoot where they're in the gym, a little shoot where they're at the house, shoot like where they're at home, and then they fight. It's
same
like
over and
no,
over.
we want to see you've done alcohol.
Now we're talking.
A bit of like where it's like let me bang, I'll let you bang, bro.
Yeah.
Like don't get me wrong, it's probably not really good for the ratings and stuff like that. The network probably hate it, but fans, we love it.
Fucking right. Exactly.
Okay, so my first answer is Kamaru Usman.
Kamaru Usman, the Nigerian Nightmare, of course, is in there. Won the Ultimate Fighter season 21 and became the UFC welterweight champion.
I will also go with is it females as well?
Females as well, yeah.
Amanda Nunes.
Amanda Nunes. Is that a correct answer?
Oh. She didn't win.
I don't think Amanda Nunes won the Ultimate Fighter. Just let me double check that.
Might not have.
She
might not have, no.
No, she straight into the UFC, didn't go through the Ultimate Fighter. There you are.
Didn't she know?
No.
I thought she was in the Ultimate Fighter. Must have just coached it then.
Coached it. Her opponent, maybe on it. One of her opponents.
Okay. Oh man. Did Bisbee win? Does Bisbee even win? Oh, is it Cody Garbrandt?
Cody
Garbrandt. I don't know whether he
Garbrandt.
won it. This is a hard one, this, you know, brother.
It is hard. Are you saying Cody Garbrandt, or
I'm gonna say, do you know what, bro? I'm like struggling with this one, so I'll go with Cody Garbrandt.
Cody Garbrandt.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
No.
Unfortunately not.
Oh.
I pressed the wrong one there. That was a really hard one. That was a really hard one.
That one. That's a hard one, that.
Right.
Fair play to anyone who can do that one.
Yeah. I'll give you your total scores here, and then I'll show you the rest of the answers. 33. Good score. Good score.
I'll take it.
Good score. I would say by the time I've done more episodes, there will be people that will be struggling to get 33. Very, very hard quiz. Right, so the answers for the wildcard round. Robert Whittaker, of course, in there.
Yeah.
I'll go from the top, actually. Forrest Griffin became light heavyweight champion, of course, won the Ultimate Fighter season 1.
Yeah.
It's one of them games, mate, where your head just goes blank.
I was trying to think if the count was on there.
The count's there.
The count did, with it.
Bisping won it, yeah. Rashad Evans won. That's 1, 2, and 3. Forrest Griffin won it season 1. Rashad Evans season 2. Michael Bisping season 3. Season 4 also fought for the title.
Yeah,
Matt Serra, of course.
And then he obviously fought straight away with George St.
Pierre. Yeah.
It's like, it isn't until you're actually thinking about it properly after it.
Mate, it's hard. It really puts you on the spot too. I'm lucky I'm the quiz host, because see, if I was doing these, to be honest with you, my head goes blank with shit, I guess.
That's the biggest one. That's like all the others. I was like, if he was names that were just reeling around.
Yeah.
This one, it was like, you've got to, because it's like you've got to put one with one.
Yeah, that's it.
Not just that they were in the Ultimate Fighter, the fact that they've won the Ultimate Fighter and then also fought for the title.
And then fought for the title. That's true.
It's a lot of math going on up
there. So we've got Tony Ferguson is in there, won the Ultimate Fighter season 13, became interim champion. Of course, that there's the interim caveat. Now, a funny one, Carla Esparza, sorry, you would never have said that. Completely forgot that she was strawweight champion. Nate Diaz, of course.
Yeah, she beat Fug Rose and everything in that season.
Yeah,
like,
that's right. Yeah. Nate Diaz challenged Vincent Henderson for the title, and I was counting the BMF as well. Still a UFC title, technically. Maybe a bit of bullshit, but. And then the one when you said Amanda Nunes, I thought you were going to go down this route. Juliana Pena, she won the Ultimate Fighter in season 18, and then became the UFC bantamweight champion.
Yeah. No, because I knew that someone in that fight, it was obviously I knew that one of them had already been in it, and that's what it was. That's why I was like, I was so confident with Nunes, and then when she said no, I was like, oh.
Fuck.
I turned upside down.
Dylan, great score, mate. 33. You'll definitely not be bottom. You said you don't want to end up bottom. I promise you'll not be bottom by the time I do more episodes of these.
No, I'm hoping not. And if I am, I want to come and have a rematch.
Definitely. I'll have you on any day. Give your pages a shout out there. Let's hear it. I know you're on YouTube. You're on Instagram. Where can the people find you at?
Yeah, going at me MMASidekick on Instagram. YouTube, it's a little bit harder to find me, but if you want to watch something, maybe put MMASidekick, Meatball Molly, something like that, and then my channel should come up. If not, I'd say my Instagram more active. I try and do stuff on my stories, try and get a bit more interactive, a bit more of a community, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to build over here, a little bit of a community.
Smashed
called
it, bro.
The Sidekicks.
Yes, hi, community of sidekicks. Smashed it, bro. Thank you very much for coming on. It's much appreciated.
Cheers, Brandon, mate. Thanks you very much.
Nice
really
one.
Enjoyed this, by the way.
So after episode 3 of the quiz show, Dylan is sitting in there in 3rd position with 33 points. Dan's still 2nd, and JD's score of 74 is still untouched. Thank you very much for sticking around to the end of this episode. It was a wee bit longer than usual. I'm sure, as you've seen there, Dylan and I could talk about fighting for days on end. Sometimes I forgot it was a quiz show and not a podcast. So it did end up a wee bit longer, but I hope you enjoy it. As I said in the intro, make sure and drop the names of your favourite creators. Who is going to beat this score of JD's? Who will do it? Drop the names below and I'll reach out to them on Instagram and see if they'll come on the quiz show. Thank you very much for sticking around, and I will see you in the next one.
Shut up and sit down.